Hey everybody, Eric Songer coming at you with the Chaska Middle School West. What's happening in the band department for January 4th, 2019? Happy New Year, everybody. And this is going to be a fairly short weekly podcast here because I have a lot to get ready for as garage band rehearsal is about to take place. So let me jump right into it here. First of all, some reminders. Band lessons this week, we're back on a regular lesson schedule for the week of January 7th. So we'll be doing band lessons during band for kids who want to do their playing test or get some help with their playing test. We'll also be doing the bonus lessons. So we'll be doing the guitar and piano, 7th hour on Monday. We'll be doing the first year brass and woodwind, 7th hour Friday. Improv, songwriting, 6th hour Friday. We'll be doing the what am I forgetting? Oh, the Thursday lesson groups, the drum set and the bass and the jazz saxes and the oboe, bassoon, tuba lessons. We'll be doing all those on Thursday. And so that'll be great. And then, like I said, the regular lessons and wind times. 8th grade students get those permission slips in for the Eau Claire trip in May. Playing test, let's talk about that because that's coming up in 2 weeks. 6th graders, your playing test is page 37 in your AOA book, first 3 scales. Percussion, you also need to play number 76 in that same book on snare drum. And for the woodwinds and brass, you need to do the chromatic scale at the bottom of the page. If you want an extends, you need to do the scales on the sheet on Google Classroom. It's the same scales out of the book. They're just a little bit longer. They go up a little bit higher. For 7th grade, out of your AOA book, numbers 19, 30, and then the concert F harmonic minor scale, which is on page 37. And then percussion, you also need to play number 30 on the snare drum. And you have to play number 30 on the snare drum and the other 2 on mallets. For an extends, you also need to play number 47. In percussion, you would play that on snare drum. And then for 8th grade, number 16, 24, and 42. Percussion, you also need to play, you need to play number 24 on snare and the other 2 on mallets. And then for an extends for everybody, number 9 and number 67 you also have to play. And those can be recorded, either audio or video, and those also can be played for Ms. Zidell or me in person. If you record them, you can send them to one of us via email or Google Classroom or even text. So the sooner you get them in, the quicker we can grade them and let you know if maybe you want to redo them. If you're doing them the week that they're due, chances are we won't get around to grading them in time for you to see how you did and get a chance to redo them. So any questions about that, let me know. All right, let's talk about talent show because the talent show is coming up and there's a lot of great things around that. So CMS West Talent Show is on Friday, January 11th at 7 p.m. It's at Chaska High School this year in their outstanding auditorium. And if you are in the talent show, and congratulations, those kids that made it, you get into the show for free. Everyone else, it costs $7, and we'll have tickets for sale at the door and also at lunch Wednesday through Friday of this next week where you can buy those tickets. Now, let me talk about a couple things related to those kids who are helping with the talent show, and that would be the 8th grade band. First of all, if you're on publicity, you are going around talking to advisories about the show and making sure that kids know about all the details of the show. If you are a host, rhythm section member, tech crew member, or stage crew member, you need to be at Chaska High School's auditorium from 6 to 9 p.m. next Tuesday, January 8th, next Thursday, January 10th, and next Friday, January 11th. The 2 dress rehearsals are on the Tuesday and Thursday, and the show is on the Friday. And on Friday, if you are on the tech crew or stage crew, you should wear dark clothing. Black is the best. If you're in garage band, country band, jazz band, you do not need to be at the Tuesday rehearsal. However, you need to be at the Thursday rehearsal and then, of course, at the show on Friday. Friday, you should be there. Let me go through the times for you. And for a lot of these kids, you're in something else in the show. But if you're only in one of these groups, here's your times. If you are in the Chasing Cars or the High Hopes garage bands, Thursday night you need to be at Chaska High School from 6 to 6:30. If you're in the Eye of the Tiger garage band, 7:30 to 8 on Thursday night. Country band needs to be at Chaska High School next Thursday from 7 to 7:30. And the jazz band needs to be at Chaska High School next Thursday from 8:30 till 9. And then Friday night, pretty much just be there from 6 to 9 if you can. If you're just in the jazz band, you really don't need to be there until 8:30. And if you're in the garage bands or country bands, you can leave when you're done if you want to, but you should be there around 6. Ushers, cleanup crew, photos, video. You should be there on Friday, January 11th at Chaska High School. For the ushers, you need to be there from 6 until about 7:15 p.m. Cleanup crew from when the show ends around 9 till about 10, loading my car, and then we're going to carpool over to Middle School West to unload my car till about 11, and there'll be some pizza for you too. Photo and video people, you need to be at the high school from 6 to 9 on Friday. And if you need a camera, photo people, let me know. If you're going to use your own, that's cool. I just need to make sure I get the pictures from you sometime shortly after the show is over. And ticket sellers, you need to sign up for a time to sell tickets next Wednesday through Friday, January 9th through 11th at lunch. And you can sign up for whatever lunch shifts you want to sell tickets at. So those are the responsibilities for the talent show, people. Again, the show is on Friday, January 11th. It's at Chaska High School this year at 7 p.m. We'll probably go till about 9. Tickets on sale at lunch this coming week, the 9th through 11th, and also will be sold at the show. And this is our 14th annual CMS West Talent Show. It's our one fundraiser we do all year for our department, so the proceeds go to the music department here at CMSW. All right, so that's what's coming up. So that's pretty much all my thoughts right now. But just to go through some other things, after school schedule next week's a little weird because of the talent show. Country band will meet on Monday. 6th grade jazz band will meet on Tuesday. There will be no rhythm section before school on Thursday. There will be 7th grade jazz band after school Thursday, but no 8th grade. And garage band will not meet after school on Friday. Okay, so that's the after school schedule. DJ schedule will be as normal out in the cafeteria. We have a couple new DJs that you're seeing, Regan and Addie and Jeannie, so it's great to have you guys DJing, as well as our classic DJs, Gordy and Jack and Casey. Okay, we're going to keep going with the podcast here. Just looking ahead at some events coming up. We have the District Band Festival on January 29th. It involves the 7th and 8th grade band members going to Chaska and Chan High School. And we have the Rocket Concert on Friday, February 1st at 7:30 p.m. at Chaska Middle School West in the large gym. That involves our garage bands, country band, and hip-hop DJs. Also, we have wind times this week. All 3 of our wind times will be meeting, so we'll have all 12 of our wind ensembles coming to their normal times. I want to give a special shout out to one of my former students, David Stauffer. David he was in our very first garage band back in 2004. And just this past week, I posted a Donors Choose project to get some lighting for our program. And within 10 minutes of getting the project posted, he funded the entire thing. And David, I am just so thankful for you. And what a cool thing to have one of the original members of our garage band program helping out the kids who are in it 14 years later. So that is super cool. So we're going to be getting some new lighting in time for the Rocket Concert coming up on February 1st. Another huge shout out to Gordy Moline, who made the State Honor Jazz Band for middle school for MBDA. He will be rehearsing and performing for that group in a couple weeks up at Anoka Ramsey College, and they'll also be performing in February at the State Music Teachers Convention at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Also want to give another shout out to District 112 Foundation. We're starting to use some of the wonderful gear that we got through the grant that we got from you as well, so thank you so much. You can follow me on Twitter at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio. Google Classroom has lesson schedules, playing test information, all that good stuff. You can get text from me if you sign up by sending the message at symbol 18band6 or at 18band7 or at 18band8 to the number 81010. School website has a lot of information, like all this stuff I've been talking about, and you can check that out, district112.org/CMW. And my YouTube channel, you're watching it right now, Mr. Songer's channel. I do these podcasts every week where you can get information about what's going on in the program. So I sure hope I can see you at the talent show. It's a great tradition we have going here at CMSW. It's a great way to support our students and our West Band program. So consider coming out this Friday night at 7 o'clock, January 11th, Chaska High School Auditorium. Would love to see you there. Have a great weekend, everyone.